In the city of La Crosse, there are only a few community gardens, and none of them are immediately accessible in the UWL campus. The recreational activity of community gardening can have social, physical, and other well-being benefits. According to UWL's Food Recovery Network, they recovered 12,000 pounds of unused food at Whitney in the years 2017 through 2019. This staggering amount of food is just what's recovered, and not what goes to the landfills. The implementation of a community garden on or near campus areas can provide educational opportunities that help students and other community members rethink their food choices and how it impacts our community.
My name is Zach Gogish. I'm the greenhouse grower at Western Technical College. I fill the greenhouse with all kinds of plants, vegetables for the cafeteria, house plants for the living wall, and then I also support the curriculum for our landscaping and agriculture programs. So one thing I've noticed at every farm or community garden I've ever worked at is that it's one of the last few remaining places that I'm aware of that really allows for like intergenerational transfers of knowledge and wisdom. So that's a fancy way of saying hanging out with older people and younger people and just sharing life lessons while growing food or flowers or whatever. So it's more than just the act of growing plants and harvesting stuff. It's about being a human. Because that's really what we're doing as we garden, is we're producing stuff while we work with nature. And then just folding that all up into the sense of like, where am I on this planet? What am I doing here? I feel like gardening and communing with nature and your fellow humans in that simple primal sense is massively rewarding.
My name is Kelly. I work here at the garden. My main job actually is putting together the groups in the workshops that come through. I am the garden educator. This is one of the most relaxing atmospheres, just to be able to let your brain go and work with your hands, really truly just the textures, the smells, everything about it just puts you in a whole different world. And there is no perfection in planting, so it's just a really good place to kind of not even worry about things. Honestly, for people to know the work that goes into their food makes it just a difference in perspective. Something that might be a handful of fruits and vegetables that's easy to throw away. Well, we even can teach you how to compost it so that it can go back into the ground. But otherwise, just what can you do with it other than just get rid of it? When you are growing it yourself, doing it yourself, you really do have a whole newfound appreciation for how to not waste food.
My name's Alyssa Remsberg. I'm a teaching professor in the Environmental Studies program. It's a minor within the College of Arts, Science, Social Science, and Humanities. And I have been at UWL something like 8 years. Community gardens are a way for people to be physically active, which is really good physically and mentally. And so having our hands and bodies working close to the soil and close to the natural world just is really good to get us a variety of experiences. So our brains are not only focusing on the tasks of a screen or close focus, but we have a variety of tasks that really is surprisingly challenging. Just with the bending down and picking stuff up, and as far as strengthening community, you're working together with people you need to coordinate, and you definitely would get to know people you wouldn't know otherwise. It helps people appreciate more about their food, which can lead to less food waste and just more enjoyment of our food too. And so we can begin to see other options, and we can begin to think about cities as places where we can connect a variety of people to the kind of food that makes us healthy and helps us learn skills from each other. So yeah, I think there's social and environmental lessons to be learned in a garden, and it can be really small or big. and there's definitely opportunities in the city if we just remove some of our lawns.
A community garden near campus can provide educational opportunities that can have a significant impact on the culture towards food waste and the overall sustainability of the La Crosse community in the future. Would you like to get involved in a community garden near or on campus? If so, a good start would be voicing your opinion to the student association.